Yo.
What's up? What's up, man? I like the way this thing just goes live instantly.
I know, right?
Can you do a countdown like in Wayne's World where the guy's like 5, 4?
Yeah, I can actually make a intro thingamajig. But
all right, that's what's up, man. Shit, thanks for coming back. You already know what it is, bro. It's the ChiCity Cypher volume.
What the fuck, man?
That's
whoa,
new.
whoa, or whatever, whatever
right.
the fuck, whatever
This is
the fuck.
not the motherfucking volume. This is the podcast, man. This is episode 14, man. So y'all been tuning in with us, man, the whole time. We've had some amazing guests. We had some amazing shows. We've had some really dope artists, singers that have been opening up the show. Right now, we're in the transition. We're moving the studio around, so we're not having performances for the next probably this episode and maybe one more. But right after that, we're gonna be coming back with the dope performances. And as y'all seen on the last one, we started incorporating MCs. Singers. Well, we started with the singers, and I wanted to keep it exclusively that because the show's all about MCs. But I said, you know what? We just know too many MCs. We're gonna get them up here.
Did you say we know too many MCs?
You know what? I guess I don't know enough because if I knew them all, I'd be rich, right?
Right, something like that.
But man, look, we got a special guest in the building. Y'all seen this man on ChiCity Cypher Volume 29, I believe it was, and he's back on the show, man. So without further ado, let's get it, man. We got your boy Joshy Gray in the building. What's up, fam?
Gray is in the building,
man.
Yeah, that 29 was a good one.
29 was dope. 29 was, I believe it was like in the middle of the whole shutdown.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if we were still wearing masks, but there was some people that were during the quarantine, during the COVID shutdown. And I believe there was some people that showed up with masks, and I let people know you could keep your mask on when you rap or you could take it off. But
it's going to be hard if you do that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? And even it was an interesting time, bro, because I think that was the first time we got into that studio with shout out to Intel Music Group and Most Definite, man. We started filming up there at their studio. So major shout outs to them. But what I wanted to say too, man, was that, for those that might be confused or might be, just know that like when you watch ChiCity Cypher, the actual Cypher, that's where you're going to get to hear the city's MCs, where you're going to hear veterans, uppercomers. We've had children as young as 7 years old.
Ones.
All the way to whatever age. All right. I won't even put a number on it, but,
professionals. Semi-professional.
Exactly.
Famous. Infamous.
Keep going.
Motherfuckers doing it for part-time. Motherfuckers doing it full-time.
People that's still around to this day. People that are not, man. And, we've...
But what real important, though, they were all real MCs.
Real MCs, because the Cypher, for those that don't know, just real quick, appreciate you. For those that don't know real quick, the Cypher is, there's a lot of Cyphers out there that you'll see, man. And a lot of the Cyphers and shout out to everybody that, shout out to our affiliate, man, Grime Mode Cypher and all of those. But, those Cyphers are always different, specifically because they'll record a song, they'll get into the studio, then they'll go do like a music video type deal to it. And ChiCity Cypher from the beginning has always been that platform where you got to come and spit your shit live. From the front. To the back, no fuck ups. We ain't punching you in. The wall. We're not punching you in.
Yeah,
none of that. So
none of that shit.
It's always really separated the MCs from, I always say, the non-MCs, if that's a word, because it really shows like once you stand in front of those cameras and we all out there, me and my whole production team are out there, and you're standing there, you see the lights, you see the cameras, and back of you is like 10 MCs, real hitters. You know what I'm saying? That's that moment that makes or breaks you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got this thing called One Take Shouty that One Take Shouty. We just shout that shit out every time somebody does a one take because we gotta. That shit is not easy.
No, it's not.
The Cypher that had the girl that was shout out to MC Zena. She was 7 years old at the time, and that Cypher had a bunch of grown men in it and Zena. And out of that group, man, there was like 3 or 4 dudes that didn't make it on the Cypher that day because they could not get their verses out. And each of them had like 6 takes, bro, to try, and they couldn't. And because of time restraints, we had to cut them off, and they didn't make it. But that girl did a one take on that.
One take, Shouty.
So I think it just shows to the extent of like when you really love this shit and you can really do it, you know what I mean? That's your moment to shine. And for others, it's a moment where you gotta step back, look at the playbook and say to yourself, what are you gonna do different? How are you gonna, you know what I mean? How are you gonna come back? And we've had redemption stories. We've had cats that have came to the Cypher, either stumbled on their verse and had a subpar performance, or just didn't get it at all, and then come back years later and will be like, boom, this is my redemption. We just had one in the last Cypher, and I won't mention no names, but in his verse, he ain't fuck it up, but he like stumbled a few words at the end, and then he had to freestyle. And so when he came back that day, he wanted to redeem himself so bad. He didn't even care. It was not going to be on camera. And he just spit his verse for us.
Right.
He was like, hey, I just want to spit this shit here at the Cypher.
He needed that redemption.
He needed that. And then he went on after that with his new verse for that Cypher, which was 37, and went and did a killer performance in one take. So shout out to him.
I was there.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. Did
you rap on that?
Hey, man. We don't talk about what I do.
Man,
we don't talk about what I do.
We ain't even gonna talk about that.
This ain't about me, man.
But check it out though. ChiCity Cypher podcast. The difference here, man, is this was an opportunity for those that might have seen Joshy on the Cypher, that might have seen Queen Zenobia, that might have seen Skiles, that Reggie Smokes, all the MCs, and you don't really get a chance to meet those people. You might be too scared to reach out with a friend request, but you know these artists. You've seen them on the Cypher, and this is a chance to actually get to know them, to know their history, how they started in music, you know, and all of that. I want to take a quick second, man. We normally dedicate the show to, you know, whoever's our guest that day, for somebody that that they know that passed away, that was special to them. And we didn't have this discussion before, Joshy. So I think I want to dedicate this show, you know, to all of the ChiCity Cypher alum that were here to perform and have passed on, man. One of them particularly that just passed away, I want to shout out Rusty Blade, man. Katul Meeks, man, was recently taken from us with Chicago Violence, man. And he was a ChiCity Cypher MC, and I actually got to work with that brother, man, at Urban Grind TV for a few years. And we all had a real strong bond there at the show, man. I believe it was one of the greatest crews that were ever there at Urban Grind and putting out content, man. So let's just go ahead and take a second for Rusty Blade, man, and for all of the ChiCity Cypher MCs that are no longer here. Rest in peace, man. Y'all are the reason that ChiCity Cypher is what it is, man. You know, we're just some guys that come together, man, with our camera and with our team, man, and do what we love, man. But the essence and the entirety of what we are is the MCs that are there, man, because they're the ones that come, that bring the talent, that bring the energy. That's who, you know. You get tired of seeing me. People look forward to seeing them.
Right.
You get tired of seeing me.
I get tired of seeing you.
You too. Yeah. But you know.
Get it.
But man, let's get it, Joshy. Let's talk
real quick.
Yeah,
Tell them to go. Everybody, go over to YouTube. We can't see the
Facebook,
the comments. Yeah, go over to YouTube.
I'm gonna do. I'm not live on Facebook.
I am.
Did you get?
Yeah.
Did you get me on there?
Right there.
Okay, shout out to Marcus. What's up, man? We're gonna get off the Facebook right now, but if you're on Facebook, go to YouTube, Jizzle Productions. Go there right now and make sure to get on.
Yeah, we need to see those comments.
Watch from there, because that's where we'll be able to read the comments. But on Facebook, we had shout out to Marcus Robinson. What's up, fam? And shout out to Byron Gibbs, man. He said, keep up the good work. Much love, bro. Peace. Thanks for tuning in on the show all the time.
Peace.
I'm gonna check my comments real quick too. Okay, those were my comments. Yeah. All right, bet. I thought they were okay. But yeah, y'all, if you're on Facebook watching, if you don't plan on commenting, it's all good. Stay where you're at. But if you want to comment and interact, man, we suggest y'all go to the YouTube channel, because, you know, we want to drive all of our traffic and everything to our main hub where we put everything out. Facebook is cool, man, but we dealing with the future over here. We're going to start moving away from Facebook a little bit, so y'all could go exclusively to our channels.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I want to make sure to shout out the Unwrapped Studios where we're currently filming right now. If you're a podcast person, if you're a person that watches shows, we got something a little bit for all of y'all, man, starting every weekend with an action-packed weekend filled with podcasts. So starting Friday, we got Unwrapped, man. That's with your boy Heat Detector.
Yes, sir.
And Nash Vino is the co-host. And Unwrap is an in-depth interview show. It's an hour and a half long. It goes down every Friday, and it's super dope, man. You really get to really meet the artists that they have, and you've interviewed hundreds of legends, man.
Yeah. Last week we had Pugs Adams. Shout out to Pugs Adams.
Shout out to Pugs, Shy Rock. You already know what it is. Name like two more of your most biggest interviews, man.
Well, we had Master Ace. I know everybody knows Master Ace. If you don't, you're kind of stupid. But we also had Rusty Jux from Boot Camp Clip.
Shout out to Juice. Shout out to
Juice. We had Juice on.
Shout out to MC Juice.
Yeah, we've had some people on. We got a lot more coming.
Yeah, so that's a show.
More top shit coming.
Yeah, so that's a show that y'all want to make sure to tune into every single Friday at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Goes all the way till 10 o'clock. It's a super dope show. Saturday, man, for all my sports heads, MMA, football, basketball, soccer. They talked about bed bugs in France last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Shit, it's all about the sports world, man.
Whoop sports.
Every Saturday at 9:30.
9.
Every Saturday at 9 o'clock. Y'all make sure to tune that. That's hosted by your boy Cam,
Jay
and Nino. So y'all make sure to tune into that. I personally just watch because I'm an MMA fan. I don't watch too much football, basketball, but they got a little bit of something for everybody.
Right.
And moving into Sunday, that's our day where we got 2 shows. The one that y'all watching right now, ChiCity Cypher podcast.
CCC.
You know, bringing y'all ChiCity Cypher alums and special guests. And right after this show, man, we got one of the most important shows, and to me, which is the reason that got me, working here, man, with Unwrap, is the check-in. And it's a men's mental health. We're not saying men's no more. I don't know if we are mental health because it kind of expands into everybody. And we always need the female opinion. But yeah, man, we got the check-in, and that goes down every Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
Right after this show.
So y'all gotta tune into that. Make sure to tune into that. So yeah, get on the Unwrap network. Go to YouTube, type in @Unwrap, hit the subscribe. Go to Jizzle Productions, hit the subscribe and watch.
Like, subscribe,
all
share,
of that shit.
all that.
Hate. If you want to hate, go on there.
Yeah, bring the hate.
Go to the channel and hate. Drop your comments, whatever it is that you want to do. I want to shout out to the homie Shadow Master 606 in the building watching.
Shadow Master, salute.
And our friend to the show, man, D-Nick. You already know.
D-Nick
shout out
in
to
the
the
building.
microphone Misfits. So enough of the promo, man. Let's get into it. We got Joshy Gray in the building.
What's going on?
Man, every time we start, bro, I always, people want to know what was where do you start off, man? So what was the first thing that you saw, bro, as young as you can remember, that you saw that one thing, whether it was a music video, maybe someone breaking, maybe some graffiti? What's that first thing you saw that you saw it and said, that's me, I'm hip hop, I want to be that?
Oh, well, yeah, that's simple. That was my brother. He was a DJ. I was like 3 years old. He was like 16 at the time. He was just starting into it, but he just had crates of just records and records. And then around that time, Crisscross came out. And I loved that song when I was 3. Yeah. So he was mixing it on there. He was doing something crazy with it. I was like, I've never heard that before. So ever since then, yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And so you can tell that from the beginning you have the musical influence that's in your family.
Of course.
You're watching your brother. After that, bro, where do you begin? When's the first time that you start to make music? Whether you maybe got in the studio or wrote a whole song? How old were you when that happened?
It was 15. So I started selling beats at school, just put them on CDs.
Nice.
Selling beats?
Yeah.
My man.
I started off selling beats.
Hustling.
Yeah, but the thing was, everybody they listened to the whole thing and I'll give you $5. I'm like, yeah, per beat. No, the whole album. I'm like, nah, I'm not giving you this whole CD for $5. So then I just got tired of it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start rapping off my own beats, and then that's how I started rapping.
It's usually like that sometimes. It's out of necessity or something. You know what I mean? If you started making if you didn't have beats but you were a rapper, and out of necessity because you couldn't afford it or you couldn't do something, you had to start making your own. You know what I mean? Or you didn't know a producer. Same with rapping or whatever.
That's kind of how I got started in video too. I'm sure with anybody in that whatever art form they're in now in the culture, you kind of needed to do that shit because back then, right? Getting beats, getting fucking whatever it was you were trying to get, it was hard, or you had to have the money for it, or you had a homie, a best friend that was doing this shit. So for me, it was man, I need visuals. I remember hearing in 2010, one of my boys that was real connected in the music industry in Cali, he said, hey, bro, you know what's the newest thing? Videos. He goes, everybody wants to see a video with the song. I mean, it wasn't the newest thing, but you know what I mean? It was everyone needs videos and shit.
They need that visual.
So what's the first song that you dropped? What is that like, man? Do you remember that? Do you remember some of the bars?
Oh, first thing I dropped? No, I can't really think of it. It was I was 16. I named it Legatee. It's Legaatee. and it's still for like inheriting a legacy.
Oh.
So I was like, cause like I made all the beats on there, and I was basically like freestyling for like 30 tracks. Every single track, like I just wrote my name on it, just started handing them out in the neighborhood. I do not have a copy of that. Like my homie, he gave me one like 2 years ago. He's like, oh, I still got it. Like, yeah, you got mine. I'm like, cool. And I lost that copy. So if anybody got a copy of that, give me that. I need like mail that to me. Something. I need that.
Get that to that man. He needs that for the archives.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, definitely.
We were just talking, or actually, I think y'all were talking about that on Rap with Pugs about how like everything's just out there. Like someone got it. If you look for it, if you look for
somebody got it.
It's out there.
I
like
ain't gonna talk about that whole Ice Cube thing because it's out there. It's somebody's got it. I'm telling you, man. You
go ahead. Tell him what you want to say.
No,
to
this
him.
ain't about me right now, man. This is about Josh.
Pay him his fucking money.
Yeah, Ice Cube, pay me my motherfucking money, nigga.
Just so I want him to shut up about this shit. Just pay him the money, please.
True story, man. True shit. Real
shit. We got some interesting, man, and it's not something we typically do on the show, but we got some questions in the chat. So we're just gonna go ahead and go with the questions in the chat. Shout out to Shadow Master 606 CNT. We're talking about Sub T and in that off camera.
Right.
Shadow Master is actually the host of that.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
Yeah. So Shadow said, "What's good, fellas?" And Shadow asked, "Where was your first live set, and how did you feel before and after the set?"
First set, that was at
Good question, Shadow Master.
Yeah.
That was at Buzz Bomb. I don't think that place is still up anymore, but my first show, that was 20. I wasn't even old enough to drink when I got up in the, I was extremely nervous because like my homie, he put me on, vice versa. And we did the show with the promoter, Pazzo. He was just like, he was starting to get big around there. So like
Urban Gorilla Promotions.
Yeah.
So we know Pazzo.
Yeah, so he was started getting around. So like that was one of the main spots. So he put us on to the show, and then like two of the dudes I was rapping with, like one of them didn't even have their verse memorized. So like he's sitting there trying to rehearse it. He's writing the same time. I'm sitting there like, okay, if he can get his stuff together and I don't fuck up, we good. But like I was so nervous, like I put one of my shirts on top of my head and I was just like freestyle like damn near half the time, like with my eyes closed. And then after that I was like, okay, never again. I got that out the way, I did the first show. Okay, so now I gotta have a presence when I do shows now.
Yeah. You wasn't in there like Eminem, like Mom Spaghetti and throwing up in the sink and shit.
Nah.
Hey, but talking about presence, man, and we'll probably go back to like references from 606 all night because that's kind of where that's where I learned how to be an MC. I mean, I was an MC before that, but that's where I learned how to really fucking control the crowd and stand on the stage. And one thing that Annihilation always pushes and enforces is that when you're on that stage, whether you're either for the open mic or you're an actual performer for the night, is that you stand up on the stage. Case being like my sister, I got her first set up there, and she was a bit nervous when she got on stage. And we've all done this move on stage where you're holding the mic and you're kind of looking at the crowd, but then you just start like face the DJ and you start walking. You're not even facing the crowd no more. And so Annihilation came from off stage, grabbed my sister, turned her around nicely, like not bogus. Turned her around and walked her up to the front of the stage and was like right here. Yeah. And that was some like real shit. I told her after I gave her a hug, I'm like, man, you will never get this anywhere else.
Right.
No one is.
She'll also snatch the fucking mic out your hand too. She did that to me before.
Hey, your personal experiences have nothing to do with this podcast. No, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about it now. But yeah, man, like having like that stage presence and that's also where like I learned how to get like my stage presence at Sub T because when you're standing there, you can't really turn around on that stage because if you turn around, you're facing another MC that's right there. So you really have no choice but to be there. Yeah. Learn how to project.
It's a process.
Learn how to clutch the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go performing with your the vocals on the track.
Don't do that shit. That's a big no.
Unless you shout out to Loco. He always says like, well, Loco make me show sets sometimes, and he'll put like he'll put the hooks in there, and he'll put like just the background main vocal of my verse, but really, really low. And he says, because, and it's like a lesson for y'all that might be watching that don't know, it's some people's sound systems are shit at their venues. So when you go there and you just got the instrumental, that mic might be shit. You're not going to really have like a good show. So to kind of combat that, he'll make sets like with that. But just in general, yeah, we want to hear y'all spit. We want to hear y'all come up to the stage and really hear how you sound when you're rapping. Because anybody could get up there and do karaoke.
Yeah, that's all. That's karaoke.
Shout out to John Mayer, because Gravity is my song for karaoke. You know what I mean? But we can't. But yeah, man, the stage presence. So man, what do you feel like? Were you born and raised, bro?
I was born in Addison, but raised in like Joliet.
Okay, so we've had other MCs that have been from other parts of the city. Do you feel like when you come to Chicago and you do hip hop, or you've been doing it out there, and you said Addison?
Yeah.
So my cousin actually stays in Addison. What do you feel is like the difference? Like,
you think it's unrepresented, like underrepresented, as far as like in Illinois?
Like, do you mean like the culture wise in Chicago, like in Illinois?
Well, I mean, if like for a lot of people, it's Chicago or bust. You know what I mean? And when you think of rappers and everything, you only think of Chicago. You don't really think of Joliet or Addison or Waukegan. Although I'm sure there's like MCs all over Illinois, but everybody kind of gravitates and either says, you don't really hear anybody say, well, I'm from Joliet or I'm from wherever. They always say Chicago, even if they're like from Naperville or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
That's because
it's like saying that you from Chicago, like it's it's like a big, big patch to have.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if you some type of artist in any type of way. They say, oh, I'm from Chicago. But you can't name any streets. Okay, where you from, all that. Like, no, I'm in Naperville, Plainfield, all that. Like, okay, well, you just lost your bragging rights.
Right.
And your respect. Right. By not being your genuine self to the people. So it shouldn't matter where you go. Like, if you solid, then you good.
Yeah, if you solid. And I also, like, in reverse, like, of the question that you asked, like, I also feel like sometimes, like, and MCs will get not maybe discredited, but somehow, like, maybe, like, put down in some way, not put down, but like, oh, you ain't from Chicago, oh, you ain't from like but man, if you really go out, and I've traveled the whole US, man, like shout out to my job, my day job, but I've traveled the whole US and been to like a lot of hip hop shit, man, and like, it shouldn't be like that, because no matter where, if it was Addison, like you said, or Waukegan or whatever, it's some fucking spitters. Like I've been in Milwaukee recently. And met a few spitters, man. So like, I think.
Let me throw that back up.
Anybody with shout out to My Life in the Shot. What's up, fam? He said talent is everywhere.
True.
And yeah, man,
represent your shit.
Represent your shit. Like I know
a story.
Like I know a dude, man. Like he was from real far away from Chicago, like an hour west or whatever, like way further than Addison. And one day he started appearing in pictures with this Chicago flag right here, and I knew specifically he was not from over here. And I was talking with him one day, and I asked him like about the flag, like, and I was like, why'd you get the flag? And he said because Chicago was the place that showed his group the most love out of all the places they ever been. So it was like a homage, you know what I mean?
Right.
But some people mistook that for. Because he's in pictures doing, he got the shit right here, but he's in pictures with the tattoo like that, and it's kind of like representing Chicago. But I mean, either way, I don't give a fuck, because the dude's spitting. He hard, you know what I'm saying? But it was just that I think, and that goes to what we were talking about, that the perception is that if you don't say you're from, like if you live in Joliet, you might tell people from outside you from Chicago, you know what I mean? To try to get that like notoriety.
But I mean, if you're from where you're from, man, rep that shit. You know what I mean? Like put your city, put that shit on. Might as well put it on your shoulders, right?
Exactly.
Carry it.
You gotta own it, because
ain't nobody else doing it.
Because if you don't claim it, then eventually, if you get big enough, like, it's gonna come back to you anyway. Then you're just gonna look a fool.
Right. That's very interesting. Have you found it harder to come out of Joliet or Addison and do your thing, as opposed to being here in the city or doing things here in the city?
Nah, it's been no trouble. The only trouble is how far I'm willing to drive.
Right.
That's the only problem.
See, where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
God damn, my man just said it right there. If you're willing to hop in your car and drive, if you're willing to do whatever, you know what I mean? Even if it's in your own town or own city, driving on the other side of town or something.
Yeah, because I had a homie that moved far away, bro, and like when he moved, I was like, man, is this dude still gonna be part of like the scene and shit? And unfortunately, he wasn't after that. Like never again. And that was like 9 years ago. And he just literally
He might be popping somewhere else.
Nah, he's not. He just like stopped music. And I was thinking like, I wonder if he did that because like he just wasn't in Chicago no more and didn't want to drive, or like why he fell off. Like was it?
Let's ask Josh, man. Would you stop?
Nah, cause there's promoters everywhere. There's shows. There's bars, ciphers, all that stuff. It's all over the place, over this whole planet.
Right. Big facts.
Big facts. So we got a shout out to Shadow Master in the comments, man. He got another question. You know what, Shadow? You're gonna be a honorary co-host.
Yeah.
In this motherfucker.
You need to go over to YouTube so we can see them and put them up on the screen, bro.
But we still watching for today.
Yes, sir.
As we get the transition going into just YouTube or whatever, you know, we're still gonna be following the comments. So he said, Shadow Master is asking you, Joshy. He said, if you could collab with one old school artist and one present artist, alive or dead, who would they be?
Oh, that's hard. I'll go with present now because that's more of an easier question. I would go present wise. Oh man, I don't know, like producer wise or like rapper wise, because
I think he means
I thought I almost heard a Drake come out his mouth.
Nah.
Yeah, I thought I heard a Drew.
He just said old school artist, so I mean that could be anything. I would just say anything.
He said old or new, but he said new.
Okay, so like new wise, probably between like J. Cole to Kendrick.
Okay.
Old school. I know the stereotypical thing to say like Tupac or Biggie, like as if they were the only rappers in the 90s. But nah, I would probably. It's tough.
It's a tough one. It is a tough one for some people. Some people already have their shit already in their head, like
their top 5.
Yeah, or top 1 or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Just saying.
I think the atmosphere from like when talking about the old school artists, if you're trying to pick that old school artist, is the aura of when you first started listening to music.
Maybe not necessarily when you started, the era. Not necessarily the era, but what impacted you the most, maybe.
Like I remember hearing the Eazy-E shit, you know what I'm saying? But that shit didn't really like grasp me like that until I heard Biggie with the slow flow, and I was like, oh, okay, you know. Let me see that ashtray, bro.
Nobody.
There's a lot of.
Pick one.
One of them,
or pick 2, yeah.
Pick 1 or 2 old school. Go ahead and throw your Big in pocket in. We're just gonna throw those in there.
Nah, I'll say Nas and DMX.
All right.
I was having this conversation a day ago about like being like a personable person, like you know, because I was trying to give somebody an opportunity of someone close to me for it in music. And they were just real like bougie about like the opportunity was to be like in a music video.
I already apologized to you for that.
To be a dancer, you didn't want to dance, and then you danced, and then, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the clip of he
don't do that shit.
Breaking in a little. Hey, Shadow, you want to see that? Hit me on the inbox, dog. I got you. He's actually gonna be in the video, but I wanted to talk about like being a, you know, and the reason that this question is specifically built around like an experience I had chopping it up with somebody that knows you, Joshy, and they said something, it wasn't along the lines, it was more of like Joshy is like one of the nicest dudes like I ever, like super nice. Like they just, the way I can't find the message, but the way they described you was like being super nice. And I think that's like super important, dude, and being like being personable with people. And
you gotta be approachable. You gotta be respectful. 100%. Like if somebody's coming to you being genuine themselves, then especially like they're a fan of your music on top of that.
Right.
So you gotta show them that they can be comfortable enough to like engage with you. You gotta seem like approachable, even when you're not in the mindset to be approached. Sometimes, because sometimes life is like that. But you still gotta give off that type of energy. Like, okay, he seems like a cool enough dude. I can at least say what's up. I can at least say hi. Something like that.
Let's just speak on that. This is my first time meeting him. Generally speaking, when somebody comes to do the show, I don't really. If I don't know him, it's kind of awkward and weird. You know what I'm saying? My man's came in, good vibe. I felt his vibe and shit. You know what I'm saying? And good dude, man. Just from the little bit of time, man. I
appreciate it. We almost made a beat too.
Yeah, almost made a beat together. Too,
and it almost took us out for no shows for the day. See the creative minds, man. Creative minds just link. But yeah, what I wanted to say about that, you know, and and speaking about Joshy is that's so important when that goes. Shadow Master saying play that ASAP. I don't know what he's talking about, but we are about to play some music in a second from Joshy Gray. So don't go nowhere. But for those that's watching, man, so, I think nowadays in the era of social media, people can become these
entities.
These entities, man, they become their Instagram handle. They become these, you know what I'm saying? But they're never people who are at shows, and if they are at shows, they're up against the wall. They're not networking with nobody. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so important. Not approachable. So if you're an artist, man, and you're watching this, and you might be either for both of y'all, even for you just started, or if you're just been an asshole for 20 years in the game, you know, you got to be approachable, man. You got to be 100%. Personable. Like bro, people come up to me. I won't even know who they are as sub T, and not like pulling my horn, but, you know, people watch the things that we do, and sometimes they'll know us without us knowing them. And so they'll come up to you and whatever. Like I told this story a few shows ago, but I saw Annihilation. We were outside, we're having a smoke, and these people walk up, older white people, and they go, "Oh my God, you're so amazing on the stage! Like the way that you did that." And they go, "We're from Canada," and man, she greeted them. So you were standing right there. Yeah. She greeted them so wonderful, man. Like it was just like the way she would have greeted one of the homies at the show, and really gave them that experience. And I was so proud of her and of 606 just from watching, you know what I'm saying, from afar. Like that's so dope that these people were able to come to another country, to a city they never been to. They looked up hip hop, they found that place, and Annihilation really did it that night. And Shadow Master, you know what I'm saying?
Master. Yeah, speaking of Shadow Master, he's now officially the co-host. I'm gonna go ahead and read that question. He said, "Is there an artist people compare you to or say you remind them of?"
When I first started off, everybody said I sounded like DMX.
Were you rah?
Nah, I guess because of my voice, but like my style, and the type of beats I chose, like I didn't see it like that. Was it inspiration to me? Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But yeah, I guess they just try to compare my voice more than my style. But that's the only thing I've ever heard.
I heard a couple of your songs already, and it remind me of the style is much smoother and. Yeah, the voice more. You might have like a little Barry White of rap type shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
I was listening to the music on the way up here, man, and we're gonna let y'all, the audience, man, decide for yourself. You know what I mean? We want to every artist that comes up here, we want to give y'all a chance to listen to their music, because like I said, you might have just heard them on the Cypher rapping and never heard none of their shit. So here we go, man. What song you want to do first, Joshy? Can you introduce the song?
Oh, it's my music, so I love all of them. So whatever you click.
All right, I'm gonna click one. Let me make sure this is playing.
What's the name of this?
Get the Bag.
All right, y'all. Let y'all know, man. This Joshy Gray, Get the Bag.
Made the beat too.
Okay.
Yeah. Why you even ask? I'm on the road to riches. What I look like looking back? What you gonna do? I'ma get the paper, stack the paper real tall. All my niggas stacking figures, circle real small. Yeah, like I'll be a bitch, but I'm still a dog. Cause I can get it right back if I lost it all. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a top tier. I can't think of anybody I could ever fear. You stop growing cause you static, I can stay here. You know I'm here, gotta let the MOB until the day I DIE. But she can ride a shotty like she Bonnie if she stacking with me. Keep her on her toes like the flow is too low to reach. If I don't like a tone that I let her phone go green. My daughter need it and my mama need it. Need the glory when I'm roaming Coliseum. When you hustle, you find a way to feed it. All work and no play all day, cause I need it now. What you gon' do? Shit, I'ma get the bag, nigga. What you gon' do? Yeah, I'ma let it stack, nigga. What you gon' do? Shit, why you even ask? I'm on the road to riches, what I look like looking back. What you gon' do? Shit, I'ma get the bag, nigga. What you gon' do? Yeah, I'ma let it stack, nigga. What you gon' do? Shit, why you even ask? I'm on the road to riches, what I look like looking back. What you gon' do?
Shit, I'ma keep it real with you. It's two choices. Get down on the bill with us. I'ma get the bag till they call it back thirsty. Even if that means pushing smaller bags first. We the worst ones to play with. Verse ain't a savior. 90s baby putting local favorites in danger. I put it on the culture. Don't ask me for favors. When I was rock bottom, couldn't even get a chaser. Now I'm getting served like I'm living with a waiter. features. Bitches thought they pussy, but I'm Neo in the Matrix. Heard they want a feature, my feet is on their faces. Working all night, then I clock it for the day shift. Promoters want a show, they can stream it from the basement. DJs want exclusives to put me in rotation. You ain't grinding if the sparks ain't flying. Tell me what you gon' do, bitch, I will not retire.
What you gon' do? Shit, I'ma get the bag, nigga. What you gon' do? Yeah, I'ma let it stack, nigga. What you gon' do? Shit, why you even ask? I'm on the road to riches, what I look like looking back. What you gon' do? Shit, I'ma get the bag, nigga. What you gon' do? Yeah, I'ma let it stack, nigga. What you gon' do? Shit, why you even ask? I'm on the road to riches, what I look like looking back. What you gon' do?
Okay.
That was motherfucking dope, dog. Shout out to you. Shout out to Vice Versa. Shout out to Vice Versa, man. ChiCity Cypher alumni. You already know.
Yeah, you're a monster.
He a beast, man. He came and rocked. I think it was volume 34 or 33, and Annihilation was on that one as well. And she shouts him out in her freestyle while she's rapping. She said, "I got Vice Versa," and then she said, "I forgot her bars," but that was dope, man. So we didn't know you were a producer, bro. Like, you produced that track.
Yeah.
Bet, how long you been producing?
Yeah, since I was like 15. Cause like I said, I was selling the beats in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started into rapping.
You did the track too. Yeah, Shadow, he said he did the track, man. He produced that. That's what's up, man. So, like, as far as like you produce all your music, or?
This last album I did was called Kerosene, which these 2 tracks is on there. I produced 2 of them, and then one of my homies, etc., did a couple also. But like my next project, yeah, it's gonna be all straight me.
Man, that's what's up. What do you feel like from this? Like, what year did the last album, the one from these songs, come out?
2 months ago, September 1st.
Okay, bet. So let's just say, like, from the last project, not this one, but the one you did before that, like, do you feel like your style is like changing as a producer? Because I know MCs change as we go. Is it the same for producers? Like, is your style like evolving, changing?
Oh yeah, definitely, because like it intertwines, because like I'm making my own beats. So like if I'm getting better with writing, then like my style naturally with making beats is gonna do the same. It's gonna have to, because then I gotta change the pocket of what I'm doing. So like I might make a real dope beat. I was like, damn, I never made something like this before. So then I gotta kind of like push myself to write to something that even though I made. So just sometimes it can be challenging, but it like push through it. Like I end up making some dope stuff with it.
I might have forgot, but have you ever submitted a beat for ChiCity Cypher?
No, I have not. I've been basically like in the cave for like 2 months, just making beats, just trying to stack them up. So then when I'm ready, I'm gonna sit back. Okay, what can I do with it? Can I sell these? Should I hold them? You know.
Okay, bet, man. You know, in the future, man, we'd love to have you submit a beat, man. We always do we have a beat selection meeting. We got a voting system, man, and we listen to all Chicago producers' beats, and we end up voting in. Heat Detector is actually one of the newest members of the team on ChiCity Cypher. He's actually our resident producer. So the last Cypher was his beat, and the next couple are going to be his. But we want all Chicago producers to hit him up. Tell them, bro. Tell the Chicago producers what they.
Chicago producers, get up off your ass and hit me up at unwrap808@gmail.com and. Submit those beats, man, for the Cypher, man.
Oh, I'm on it.
Yeah,
get your shit out there. Let the people hear that fire. Fire.
That's the dude you got to talk to, man, as far as getting a beat on ChiCity Cypher. But yeah, Joshy, next time we have one, bro, I'm gonna reach out so that, you know what I'm saying, you can send a beat onto the thing. Shadow Master with another question. He says, producers that influence your style.
Dr. Dre, Timbaland, Kanye. Yeah, I took like a little piece. I learned pieces from all of them and then just made it to my own style.
Okay, bet. That's what's up, man. I think that's always dope, man. Like when you just take like a little bit. I mean, of course, there's the dudes that just sound like fucking somebody that they stole their fucking. But I like when people take all their different influences and then you just like, you know what I'm saying, cater your own style to it. We've been talking about ChiCity Cypher, so let's get into that convo, bro. I never really know. I asked Shadow Master the same question in Annihilation, and it was kind of we knew the fucking answer. I asked him, where did you hear of ChiCity Cypher? And they know they my rollies, man, so clearly they fucking heard from me. But where did you hear of ChiCity Cypher? Like, first time you heard about it?
And it's like way back because it's like ended up because like we all knew the same people too. So like it was weird that it took us this long to connect. So because like it's you know what I'm saying, it's a small circle. I think this was a couple years back. I think my homie Vice Versa actually put me on. And then started following you, found out like we all know the same people. I'm like, okay, these seem like some people I should, get in contact with. Let me try to do this Cypher.
Man, that's what's
and
up,
worked
bro.
out.
Yeah, you came over there and rocked it, and we spoke about it briefly at the beginning of the interview, but we did that Cypher like mid-pandemic. Might have been like at the beginning. I forgot what year was it? It was 21, right?
I think it was like because the epidemic started like in December 2000, or 2020.
Yeah, March of 2020. But yeah, it was like in 2021, but it was kind of like where people were already kind of not wearing masks. And so I remember telling everybody like, y'all, it was the first one after we did the pandemic ciphers. Cause for those that follow us and follow ChiCity Cypher, y'all know that when the pandemic started, ChiCity Cypher was the first place where you guys heard a Zoom type show. Of course, people had been doing things on computers prior to that. But we had a show actually at Sub T. We were taking over. 606 was stopping doing Tuesdays, and they gave it to, they gave it to a couple of different groups, and we were one of the groups that they gave a Tuesday to. So we were supposed to do our show, and then we never got to do that show because of COVID. The world shut down. But like 2 days later, we did the first we ended up doing our show at Queen Zenobia's house, and we had like 5 lives going and shit, and so it was one of like the first ones. But aside from that, as we kept rolling, we did some pandemic ciphers where we actually went to people's houses and filmed them in their different locations by themselves, because we were trying to keep the rules to not gather people together and shit. I didn't want to be responsible for whatever. So but volume 29 was that first one that we did where we got groups of people back together. So it was kind of important. We're all nervous and shit because it was most was like, man, how many people are coming, dog? Like, how many people are gonna be in here? So
nobody want to catch that shit.
But it was a good vibe, man. We always
definitely a vibe.
We always give an hour of time or whatever before we actually start filming, to where the MCs could just vibe out and kind of chill and get to know each other and network.
Maybe sip a beer. We used to bring bottles of liquor to the cypher, and Loke would walk around handing out shots for an hour. But that proved to be that proved to be an issue, as motherfuckers were gone by the time it was time to film. But it was definitely a vibe, man. And we got that cypher in. Shout out to who else was on that? Blizz G was on there. Yeah. Shout out to Cam. Yeah, also Cam Quotes was on that. It was full of spitters on that cypher. But so I'm assuming you would have messaged me and I sent you the info. When you're preparing for that cypher, bro, this is a question we like to ask. Do you, as you're writing your verse, do you think to yourself, like, do you write thinking like who's gonna be there, like how hard you gotta write, or do you just write your shit out, like you don't care who's gonna be there, like, like what's your writing process like as you're getting ready to do a ChiCity cypher? You look like he don't give no fucks.
I ain't want to answer one, but
to a certain extent, no, I really didn't give a fuck. But at the same time, it was like, okay, but I can't half-ass it either. Like, if I'm going to show my skills, I got to show my skills. I got to show my metaphors, my bars, and then I can lead them somewhere to the first bar to the 16th. So, yeah, that was my main goal for that one.
Is your food ready?
No, those are like perfect answers. So
is that the microwave? Or?
Yeah, no. I just feel like those.
Are you debuting that sound on the ChiCity Cypher?
Yeah. So whenever they say something that's cool and dope, I'm just gonna bing.
Can we get like a gong or something more manlier?
I don't know, man. Let me see what I got.
A little weak at bing. Customer service. Can I talk to your manager, please?
How about that? How about that?
Hey, but you gotta have a sound for shit though. If you're gonna have a sound for it's good, you gotta have a. Okay, yeah. I like that one. That one always reminds me of the elote man. And if y'all from Chicago, you know the elote man. Elotes are $7 in Milwaukee now, so fuck y'all.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? The price of corn or mayo must have went up. I don't know. Anyway, that's not about ChiCity Cypher. I want y'all, for those that don't know Joshy Gray, here it is, man. ChiCity Cypher. We're gonna play a clip. Joshy Gray's verse from Volume 29. If y'all want to rewatch this, y'all could go on YouTube and just type in ChiCity, one word, Cypher the second word, and then put volume 29 and go watch that shit, man. Go watch the whole Cypher. Check out Joshy's part plus everybody else that was on that. But let's go ahead and go with the clip, man. This is Joshy Gray on volume 29 of ChiCity Cypher.
With your bitch ass, if music is a drug, tell the plug that I'm a bass head. I might just go nomad and ghost ride a pinhead and hop up in the booth and change history like Bill and Ted. Oh man, I'm a bad man, old soul, young heart, smart mouth, wise thoughts. I go in, then go off, jerk offs, I glow with the flow. There's that spit shine, they say that I'm a blow. So you know, I'm a landmine, plus I'm inclined to remind that your rhymes, I'm declined. Fuck your tie, this my way, but brush hair that's moisturized. Your life's ugly, but I'm fine. My third eye on the red eye, but upside you realize that I shine, so I don't need a gold chain, cause I got gold bars, gold member, gold jacket. Y'all just some flake offs, saying you original, but you just a spin off. So why you even surprised that your pilot didn't take off? Sorry if I spazzed off.
Yeah, ChiCity Cypher.
Now look, I gotta say
that
something.
a minute, like that gave me chills.
I actually watched that one before. The only reason I remember him. But the other dude, I don't want to be disrespectful with nobody. But, you know.
Hey, look, I know what you're talking about. You definitely saw some reactions while Joshy was rapping, man, and that's the feel that you get when you in that motherfucker, bro. It's natural.
You could tell he didn't give a fuck who was there with them bars. You could tell he didn't give a fuck.
You just like it, man. When especially when you're someone that shows up and you are in your element while you're there. Yeah. Holy shit, it's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah. I've had people leave and make entire dedication posts to like the feeling that gave them. Guys that wanted to quit making music,
right?
Literally, were prior to getting booked on the ChiCity Cypher, they felt like they had no support. They felt like nobody was listening, nobody was watching none of their shit, and then come on the ChiCity Cypher and see the outpouring of support from their friends and family, because they end up sharing it and people like, oh shit, you snap, like. And that gives them the inspiration to just fuck. All right, I'm going again. You know what I mean? Like it's a beautiful vibe, man.
I think look at this, man. I think Shadow Master's trying to take my job, bro. I think he's trying to take my job.
Hey, Shadow, what are you doing next Sunday at 7 p.m.?
Anyways, he says if you could only pick 3 of your songs to be heard around the world, what 3 would they be and why?
It's a good question. Only 3.
Only 3. Well, what you gonna do? Probably, I would say run that. Well, I only heard 2 songs. So
you only heard 2.
Well, we heard, they heard one. Y'all heard one. We're about to come with, as soon as he's done with answering this, we're about to bring us with some more Joshy Gray music.
3, I'll say Master P. It was off my mixtape OSYH. It's a mixtape, but then on SoundCloud, which is crazy because when I was performing that song, Master P, Rusty Blaze, he gave me my first interview I ever had.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's how I met him.
At UG?
No, we did at, it was a place up in Joliet, By the Brew. A place called By the Brew.
Yeah, they used to do shows out there.
Yeah, so they came down there, it was a competition. Like, I think I won that, I don't really remember. But, yeah, like, I got right off the stage, like, hey, you gonna do an interview? I'm like, a what? So I'm like, I'm hyped up, I'm looking around, like, I'm out of breath. I was like, it's loud. But like it was a dope interview. Like he was feeling that song Master P, and then I realized I kept like performing that song Master P. Was okay, this might be a hit. So I would say that one definitely Master P. That's on SoundCloud. Peace of Mind. It's from the Journey album. You can find it on any streaming service.
Why you looking at me like that, bro? I mean, it's a good answer, right? All right.
Yeah, Peace of Mind, because it was like kind of like a metaphor, like, you know, when you want something like, hey, let me just get a little peace. Let me get a little peace of mind. Like, can I just get a little peace? You know? So I ain't gonna say too much about the song. You just gotta, you know, look it up. It's everywhere on streaming services, Spotify. Next one, obviously had to be something present. I'll probably say All I. That is also on the new album, Kerosene. I also made that beat too. I made it by complete accident too.
How did that happen? I love accidental beats. Serendipity. Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, I found this sample and I was trying to speed it up a little bit, but I sped it up a little bit too much. I'm like, oh, dang. But then I played with the beat. It was working. I'm like, all right, if I just move a couple things around, this might work. This sounds different. And yeah, that's one of my favorite tracks. That is my favorite track off this new album. So those would be the 3.
Kerosene. Why'd you name it that? Because it's fire, or I mean...
Yeah, that too, because like these last 3 albums that I've done, I dropped a 7-track album every year for the past 3 years. Because I'm trying to tell this whole story. It's going to be 4 chapters. So Journey was the first one. And it's also like an element thing too. Like the Journey, that was water. Next one was Rhythm and Graze. That's earth. And then Kerosene.
Nice,
fire.
Nice.
That's dope, man. I love every time someone talks about like a project that's in like thought out so deep, like so many parts ahead. Like I'm gonna do like I'm assuming you sat there and planned this whole shit out before even the first one, before you did the first one.
Yeah,
like
I'm
about to do this whole. That's great, man. That shows like the creativity and the ingenuity of like the artistic mind, bro. The way like you just do things that sometimes you didn't know you were capable of. And that's how you keep building, man. For those that also that like that first track that y'all heard from Joshy Gray, man, we're gonna go ahead and hook y'all up, bro, with another track from Joshy Gray. I think what's the name of this one, bro?
That one is Coming Back. It's featuring Feel Yo Feel.
Coming Back featuring Feel Yo Feel. So, man, let's get into it, bro. We're going to hit y'all with some more Joshy Gray music, man. Coming Back featuring Feel Yo Feel.
I'm coming back, dressed on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low, you got a jab, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh, y'all niggas broke, need to relax. Why is you mad? Is it the fact that you was exposed? It is so sad, cause of the fact that they gon' hang yourself with a rope. But I'm coming back, dressed on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low, you got a jab, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh, y'all niggas broke, need to relax. Why is you mad? Is it the fact that you was exposed? It is so sad, cause of the fact that they gon' hang yourself with a rope. You went your own way, but you are not woke. Bury yourself with some diamonds and gold. Got all of that from the records you sold, but your family is sleeping in Section 8 homes. You say that you getting it, I do not get it. I am not slow, I just know you misleading. The things that you said doesn't hold weight. You got some day ones, but they are delayed. I cannot relate, we ain't related. Your internet famous, so now you so jaded. Your house got a mortgage, so when the foreclose on the means gon' be trending. But that ain't important, you back at the bottom. You stunt like you got it, you lease a new jag. They gon' take in August. You call up your mama to tell her your problems. She make you feel better, you need to feel coddled, man, that is a problem, I swear it is. You made your own bed, not go sleeping in. Even if it's a coffin, you'll fit right in. Yeah, dapper then got you, not get right in. This is tailored to you and all of your worries. So just like your body, you both gon' get buried. They grabbing the shovel, they trying to hurry. The God is your judge, but you can't swear the jury. But you got a jag, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh, y'all niggas broke. But I'm coming back, dressed on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low, you got a jab, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh, y'all niggas broke, need to relax. Why is you mad? Is it the fact that you was exposed? It is so sad, cause of the fact that they gon' hang yourself with a rope. But I'm coming back, dressed on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low, you got a jab, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh, y'all niggas broke, need to relax. Why is you mad? Is it the fact that you was exposed? It is so sad, cause of the fact that they gon' hang yourself with a rope.
They describe it as 7 circles, each got a whirlwind of its own. Learning to wade through all the battles, pausing to ever speak till it's known. And pestilence leave a stain if it isn't moved. You repeat patterns till it's shown. Nothing you get free is ever worth keeping. I ain't saying shit you don't know. Feeling the dots connect. Something you learned and something forgotten, and feeling you got respect. The minute you turn and something is rotten, you got what you wanted, now what do you need? Is it worth pressing down onto your knees, figuring which of your feet is the lead, then holding your breath and believing you breathe, broaden your shoulders, widen your gaze, nigga. When you see me, you look straight, nigga. What you eat, it don't mean shit to me, so just keep your eyes on your plate, nigga. Untold rules of the old school, keep it organic like a Whole Foods, keep a sword handy when the soul moves. You can scry about it like a sorcerer do. Find Jesus, get the hell about you. 2,000 years, they might tell about you. Wind the gears, then let it pedal outwards. Reincarnated, I waited, cause I'm coming back.
Dress on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low. You got a jab, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh. Y'all niggas broke, need to relax. Why is you mad? Is it the fact that you was exposed? It is so sad, cause of the fact that they gon' hang yourself with a rope. But I'm coming back, dressed on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low. You got a jab, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh. Y'all niggas broke, need to relax. Why is you mad? Is it the fact that you was exposed? It is so sad, cause of the fact that they gon' hang yourself with a rope.
I'm coming back, dressed on the black, killing these raps. I'm on the low. You got a jag, you got that bag. Don't make me laugh.
Y'all better stop playing with that, man.
Yo, that was fucking crazy, man. That was crazy. Shadow Master said, I'm listening in my truck. This is banging, windows shaking. Sheesh.
Well, y'all better stop playing with that, man.
Gratitude.
He mean business.
Did you produce that?
No, I did not. But the whole concept with that track was, I was like, I want to do something different I haven't done before. So let me talk about the rappers that are trying to be something that they ain't. And they'll get to a point where they basically just like digging their own grave. You know, buying things that's way above their budget, make it look like they really got it when they really don't. You know, and they just, essentially just hanging their own self.
Hanging themselves. We know some people like that, faking it till they make it, man. And all I got to say, man, is keep it real, because keeping it real gets you further in the long run, man, and gets you in places where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
We're running out of time, but we're gonna do a couple things real quick. Forgive us if you guys are watching and you guys are waiting for the check-in. We're gonna be just a few minutes past, but we are doing the check-in right after this. We had some technical difficulties at the beginning. We normally have a segment called Hip Hop History, and we talk about whatever happened that day in hip hop history. So I want to do a quick minute or two. I know we're running out of time, but I want to talk about Rusty Blade and Urban Grind TV, because they're definitely a staple, man, in Chicago hip hop history, and they've been documenting the culture for so many years, for so many years, with so many legends. And I was a part of Urban Grind TV from I think 2015 to almost 2017, and it's really where I met like so many lifelong people, connections, interviewing so many people, doing so much, man. They're a television, a hip hop show, so you could see performances on there, you could see interviews. A lot of the they show a lot of businesses that are in the community that they sponsor, that sponsor Urban Grind. You'll see commercials. It's really a dope show, man. They're an award-winning show. They've been around for many years. I got nothing but love for them, man. It's been years since I've talked to anybody over there. I worked with anybody over there, but I just want to shout out to Wally, man, who's the founder of Urban Grind TV. Rusty Blade was, rest in peace to Rusty Blade, man. We spoke about it at the beginning of the show. He was taken from us too soon, man, by Chicago violence. And so Rusty, man, was a host. He was a host on Urban Grind TV, probably one of the longest hosts, man. He put in so much work over there. He was a sports buff. So I don't know if sports buff is a word, man, but he was a sports guy, man. He had his own show. I forgot the name of the show, but it was on Urban Grind Network. It was seen nationwide, man. We were in networks all across the country, man. Our shows were like in 14 different places, like every other day in all these places. So yeah, he had his sports show on there. We did a Cypher there one time and nobody knew, but from a side door out of nowhere, as I got all the MCs ready to spit, comes Wild Style from Crucial Conflict. It just comes out the door. He was actually having a session and he was engineering some shit, and everybody was so shocked, man. And so that's one of the things I always remember about being at Urban Grind. One of the many things, but is having that moment for the MCs of the Cypher where they got to just out of nowhere see like this dude that they knew who he was, like a legend, you know what I mean? And just came out the door, said what's up to them. But yeah, Urban Grind been putting in work for a long time, man. Y'all go over there, hit up the Facebooks, hit up the IG, and go work with them and all of that. Shout out to Sochi, shout out to Dawes Lotto, shout out to everybody that was family out there at Urban Grind. But yeah, the hip hop history was about them, man. For Urban Grind and Rusty, man, and they've been putting in hella work for so many years in the city. So y'all gotta support that. But yeah, Shadow said cannot leave without spitting. Yeah, we get into that, man. We about to get into that right now. Does the shot? Oh, okay. I got a question, and it's the same question because I never know about you, dog. Does the ChiCity Cypher resident producer have an instrumental for us to spit over as we close this fucking show out?
No.
All right, y'all. I guess y'all not getting
I got one.
Y'all know y'all getting bars, man. It's the ChiCity Cypher podcast. We can never leave y'all without no bars at the end of this motherfucker. You already know.
You go ahead, bro.
Yo, you know we waiting until the beat drops. Every time we doing this, you know we straight beatbox to straight freestyles in any corner of the world where we chilling. And watch out, cause yo, we got He Detected, got them beats. You know it's ChiCity Cypher MCs in the streets. From volume 1 to 37, yo, we killing the heat. Make sure that you come on that bitch and you bringing the heat. You better watch out for the lights and the cams because they ready. When you spitting all them flows, they be cutting like machetes. I'm just chilling. You know, it's just something that you wanna be. He Detected making hella beats with the MPC. Shout out to y'all that just wanna rap. Hit us up on the Facebook and we'll get right back. But I'ma pass the mic to Joshy Gray, ready to kill this shit. You know what it is. Spit whenever you feeling this.
Yeah. Okay. It's that gray era. I strike terror on every level. And being broke's like a side chick. We don't go together. And fuck a heckler, I'm applying pressure on Adam Apples. I'm off the chain like a black slave with loose shackles. I got them baffled, they asking questions, I am the answer. Like I play for the Sixers, nigga, I'm burning banners. So it don't matter if it's that, rappers are yours, bruh. I'm with a chick right now, she might be yours, bruh. I got her in the Malibu, but this ain't Florida. Wait, that's Cali, but fuck it, man, I'm going, bruh. I'm flipping flows off top of domes. I'm going hard, shy flow. It's the Cypher, spit flows faster. Don't be mad, this is that dope cast, that podcast coming out the bubble. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah. He
like
Detector.
What?
He Detector.
Nah, you ain't gonna make me do it. Not tonight. Not tonight. Shit, I ain't spitting no fucking flames. I'm ready, I'm steady. I'm making beats. You know my name is Heat Detector on the track. Heat Detector never stopping, loving hip hop till I die, motherfucker. I ain't stopping. It's just like that, off of the top of the dome. Looking at Joshy right now, he feel at home on the microphone. So and I'm just sitting back, relaxing, doing my thing. I'm on the machine, not the motherfucking MPC.
You already know, man. ChiCity Cypher, the podcast.
Yeah.
Episode 14. Before we get out of here, Joshy, let them know where they can find you at, where they can follow you at, buy your music. Right now, fam. Let them know everything, where they could get you.
You can find me on Facebook at Joshy Gray. You can find me also on Instagram at Joshy Gray Music. My music is everywhere. Just go Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, Apple, whatever you use. Just type in Joshy Gray. You're going to find me there.
Joshy Gray. I got a
Joshy
Y.
Gray.
That got a Y at the end of it for those that looking it up. It's Joshy Gray. Make sure to look it up. You already know, bro. We couldn't leave y'all without bars. We couldn't leave y'all without bringing y'all dope MCs from the ChiCity Cypher. ChiCity Cypher alumni MCs, man. It's been much love. Shout out to my co-host, Heat Detector.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joshy Gray in the motherfucking building. I'm your boy Jizzo. Jizzo for Shizzo on Instagram. Jizzo Villanueva on Facebook. Go to YouTube. Search Jizzo Productions or just type in ChiCity Cypher and hit that follow, man. Hit that follow. He ain't getting the mic snatched no more. Someone call Annihilation. Hey, before we go, Shadow Master, I would like to officially invite you next week for next week's episode to be a co-host for next week, bro.
Yeah, and I'll set the fuck out the way. How about that?
No. We gonna have 3 fucking hosts for next week, man. And I want you, Shadow, to come over here next week, bro, and sit on the panel. We're going to have a special guest. It's not just you, but I want you to be a co-host next week, bro. You brought the fire questions, so shout out to you. He said, got to get you on a 606 on Tuesday, fam, Joshy. And
let's go.
Appreciate the invite. I'm there, bro.
Yeah, we going to do that, man. He never been a sub-team man and never rock. So we're going to have to set them up with a show. Shout out to Jory. Man, we out of here, bro. We back next week at 7 p.m. with another special guest. Make sure y'all tune in. This been motherfucking ChiCity Cypher podcast. We out of here, y'all.
Yeah, we gone.
Chi Rock.
Let's go, baby.
Heat detector.
We out.